as we talk about all these things surrounding the topic of ego and anxieties and frustrations and everything else that's negative that comes up in a person's mind from time to time, all of a sudden popping into my mind is nothing exists except the I am. I mean, that's obvious. You learn from day one following Ramana or the Course in Miracles or Sai Baba or whomever that nothing exists. But it has a calming effect. It's a visceral thing. And it momentarily, at least, relieves me of the pressure of whatever anxiety I was thinking, because I just simply repeat to myself, nothing, no thing exists other than the I am. And I guess you get to the point when you do that 15,000 times, you start to believe it.
It's a good palliative, but it's not the final solution.
Okay.
The final solution is to see what actually exists. And what actually exists is only ourselves. So we need to see ourselves as the only existing thing. Then only will it become clear to us that nothing else actually exists. Until we see ourselves as we actually are, we are lumbered with the seeming existence of all these other things.
Isn't that the same thing compared to what I said?
No, because you're just talking about when you remember that, it's a relief. Yeah. But it's not the final solution. The final solution is not just to seek relief from all these things. The final solution is to seek who is the one to whom all these things appear. When we turn our attention back towards ourselves, we as ego subside and dissolve back into our source, and then the one that alone exists, alone remains as it always is, because all appearance is only to ego. So when ego dissolves, everything dissolves. This is why Bhagavan says in verse 26 of Ulladu, if ego comes into existence, everything comes into existence. If ego doesn't exist, everything doesn't exist. Ego itself is everything. Therefore, investigating what it is giving up everything. That means investigating what this ego is giving up everything. Because if we investigate this ego, only if we investigate this ego will subside and dissolve back into its source. When ego dissolves, everything else dissolves along with it, because everything else exists only in the view of ego.
Thank you, Michael.
What I'm saying is we shouldn't be satisfied with just temporary relief from our troubles, because we get temporary relief every day when we fall asleep. But that's not a solution to our problem. We need what we all are seeking is permanent relief. And that permanent relief can be found only by looking deep within ourselves to see what we actually are.